Backing and parking any commercial motor vehicle requires skill, practice, and patience, as well as having good judgment. So, not being attentive or aware of what you're doing or not properly backing up can lead to damage and additional paperwork and damage to vehicles and even other equipment as well if you're not backing up properly. The two main reasons you should never back if you don't have to is because one, you have limited visibility and you always have a blind spot that will constantly shift as you back up. You'll constantly have a shift as you're backing up. So the blind spot, two, backing your vehicle or combination vehicle, such as tractor trailer, will follow a different path. As you're backing your vehicle, if you're driving a combination vehicle, such as a tractor trailer, that will follow a different path. So those are the main two reasons. And even if you're driving a straight truck, you still have to be aware of how you're backing up. When you're backing any vehicle, it always has a potential to become extremely dangerous when you're backing up because it's a large, bigger vehicle. And it could take between 1 or 2 seconds for someone or something to get in that path when you're backing that vehicle. So that's why it's important to follow these steps and procedures to backing your vehicle safely. The first thing, the main thing to keep in mind is one, eliminate any noise. You want to eliminate any background noise or other distractions that will stop you from parking your vehicle safely. Then you want to turn off anything that has any noise that can distract you, such as rain, radios, fans, phones, etc. And then you want to roll down the window to hear what's outside. Then you want to use both your mirrors, also known as all of your mirrors. You want to use both mirrors before, during, and after the maneuver because someone or something can get in your path and that vehicle or tractor trailer can take different paths when you're backing. You also want to use both mirrors and check all of your blind spots. The main method that will help you remember the steps of what you're going to do when backing up is to get out and look. Always use the GOAL method, GOAL, get out and look. By one, stop the engine. Two, set the parking brakes. Three, turn on four-way flashers. Four, shut off engine and pocket the keys, meaning put the keys in your pocket. Then when walking around, you always want to check all of the sides of the vehicle and you want to double check and look for people, equipment, parked vehicles, and any other debris that might be in the path. So as you're looking for those obstructions, you want to look for wires, pipes, tree limbs, awnings, which is a sheet or frame that's used to keep the sun or rain from a storefront or building, and window air conditions. So those are some of the obstructions that you will have to be aware of as you're using the GOAL method. Then check below the vehicle for underside snags such as a steep dock or driveway, and then warn others that the vehicle is backing up. If you have any doubt or if you're unsure, always get out and look as many times as needed, because once the path is clear, don't delay in moving, because that will result and lead to a potential hazard to move into a vehicle path. So if it's a delay, make sure you conduct the safety check again. It's always important. Safety is the number one priority. So as you're backing slowly as possible, there are 4 simple steps to safely backing up. And those steps are: one, to keep an eye on your mirrors. Step 2, use the 4-way flashers. 3, use the backup alarm or tap your horn periodically from time to time to let other vehicles, pedestrians know that you're backing up. And 4, chalk the wheels after backing the vehicle so that way the vehicle does not move. Next, you want to use a spotter. So use a spotter when possible if it's allowed by your company. Then agree on hand signals when you're using the spotter. So the spotter is just another person guiding you on where to position or park your vehicle. Then have the spotter in sight when you're backing up. So you want to use your mirrors and surroundings because that's the way of communicating that spotter. Now, if you lose the spotter out of your sight, you want to stop immediately, because if you can't see the spotter, 9 times out of 10, the spotter cannot see you. Remember, either way, wherever you have a spotter or not, it is your responsibility for backing that vehicle up safely. Anytime you're driving and operating a commercial motor vehicle, it is your sole responsibility. And it's a good thing to have that responsibility, a sense of control and operating the vehicle. So make sure that you own up, have that responsibility for that, because some motor carriers do have policies for using spotters, and that's because of some of those reasons. Now, you do want to check the motor carrier policy before using a spotter, but it's always important to use the GO method. Either way, get out and look. Then you want to open your doors or trailer doors, depending on the type of vehicle you have. Rather, you driving a straight truck that has open doors, or you're driving a tractor trailer or combination vehicle that has trailer doors. Either way, make sure the cargo doors are open and secured when back into a loading dock, and then making sure that you're securing doors does not swing open and cause any damage when approaching to the dock. That's the reason for securing the doors, because once it's open, you want to secure it so that way it doesn't just swing open and cause any damage to the vehicle itself. Hey, BET Trainer here. Listen, if you really had true value out of this video, go ahead and click that like button and share some honest comments about this video, because this is going to help other people as well see the video and get the value information, so that way they can be inspired by what you're doing right now as well. So also, if you want to get the latest updates, go ahead and click the subscribe button, so then you can be able to always be updated on the next instant video that will be put out. So again, go ahead and do that. And this video was sponsored by BET Life Services and CDL for Life.